Welcome back into another thrilling episode of KEW Live. We're getting things kicked off immediately with a big man triple threat. It's going to be the Shinigami versus Big Dan and Atomic Andy also thrown into the mix. Like I said, it's the three big men of the KEW, and they're here to thrill and enthrall the fans. We have some other interesting matches coming up later today. It's a four event card as was last week. The KEW filling up now. We also have exciting news to report on coming up, which well, we might as well get to straight away. Whilst the Shinigami makes his way to the ring, of course, we've not seen the Shinigami in a few weeks. We'll touch briefly on that, and then we'll go back to the big news. The Shinigami has been a bit in and out of form since losing his title. We haven't really seen him too much in the KEW. Perhaps he feels he's lost a bit of purpose, but here in a match against other giants, maybe he can regain a bit of that purpose in the ring. And the exciting news that we have coming down from the KEW Commissioner, the CEO, Giles Big Bird himself, is that a third title will be added to the KEW roster. A third belt for people to compete to. It's not going to be your ordinary belt though, like the KEW Championship or the Tag Team Championships. This one is going to be a hardcore championship, and it's not going to be exclusive to everybody in the KEW. It's going to be for anyone outside of the top 5 KEW athletes. And here comes Big Dan making his way to the ring, representing the Turkish Might, with the red tracksuit, the white stripes, and a man's man, a man of the people. Up the stairs he goes, and into the ring he comes. As we said, Hardcore Championship going to be something that will be on offer at the next main pay-per-view. Until then, well, we might have a few matches to try and figure out a bit of bracketing systems. But that'll be it as we see the inside of the Shinigami's mouth there. Terrifying vision. Maybe he wanted us to see it to really put the fear of God into us. There he is, the Man Mountain, the Turkish Goliath. And here comes the other of the biggest athletes in the KEW. It's Atomic Andy, reigning in at a measly 6'6" compared to Big Dan's 7 foot. We'll see if the ring can sustain all three gentlemen at once, but this will prove to be an epic battle between the three of them. So yes, currently within the KEW, it would mean that our KEW champion wouldn't be able to compete. Once you are the KEW champion, that's another stipulation of the hardcore rule. You can't compete for that belt. So it can only be held by someone who's not a KEW champion and isn't in the top 5. If you enter the top 5 as the hardcore champion, well, prepare for non-stop title matches every week, as the Commissioner, the CEO, will put you to work, try and get that belt off of you. It should prove to be an exciting time in the KEW though. Roster expansion and a new potential belt on offer for some of the more average wrestlers in the KEW. People like James Catt must be thrilled. These men in the ring though have aspirations of going for the big title themselves, as Big Dan lets the other two, Goliath took up, and the Shinigami suplexes Atomic Andy across the ring. Now Big Dan looking to get involved with the Shinigami, ties the arm up behind the back and picks him up, and slams him down with a difficult arm slam there. Now Atomic Andy picks up Big Dan and says, "You want to go for a ride?" Alright then, gives him a side slam there, and the Shinigami boots Atomic Andy's face off, and Atomic Andy rolls out of the way of a swift hit from the Shinigami and shoulder charges him down, and Big Dan clotheslines Atomic Andy in the back. You can see the muscles on display from the big fella as he gives a nice backbreaker slam there. Look at that, wrenching the back of the Shinigami over his knee like it's a naughty child, only to get drop kicked in the back by Atomic Andy. He now gets hold of the Shinigami and whips him over the top rope and lets him rest on the outside and gives Big Dan a big thigh there. The Shinigami gets hold of Atomic Andy and headbutts him down, climbs back into the ring. Big Dan taking his time to purvey the other two, goes for a neck breaker there on the Shinigami. He seems to be targeting the Shinigami here. I'm not so sure it's a wise move as he drop kicks him in the back. Perhaps he thinks if he can take the demon out first, and Atomic Andy's the softer of the two athletes. And Andy looking for something over the ring here. He's got a sledgehammer. I didn't think it was, anything goes, but there we go. Sledgehammer straight to the guts of the Shinigami. Perhaps he's honouring the new hardcore belt announcement by bringing the sledgehammer into the ring, and you can see the Shinigami up worshipping his Dark Lord in the background as Atomic Andy powers out of Big Dan's bear hug. Big Dan gets hold of him now, the Turkish Mountain giving him a few chops as the Shinigami holds him still. Now the Shinigami, the massive clothesline on Big Dan, hooks up with Atomic Andy, and he's got hold of him now, brings him to the corner and rams his head into the corner there. Big Dan down on the outside, a few swift elbows from Atomic Andy as the Shinigami lays in the centre of the ring. And look at the two other big men taking the time to work the crowd a little. The big man on the outside flexing his muscles. Now he's looking for something on the ring and brings a steel chair out, which looks like a toddler's chair. He's holding it, and Atomic Andy showing the power of. Now we must have seen the steel chair coming. There we go. Clothesline to Big Dan. Big Dan took too much time there, spending too much time in the academy perhaps. And he's got to get up to speed in the KEW as he gets powerbombed back down to earth by Atomic Andy. And the Shinigami's into the ring now and has hold of the sledgehammer, the same one Atomic Andy gave him to the guts. I think he's going to return the favour, and there he goes. And now he's going straight after Big Dan with it as well. Rolls Big Dan over for the pin. One. Just a one count though. Big Dan with a little bit left to go yet. Big elbow there from the Shinigami. And a nice backdrop there, right on him as he was trying to get up. And Atomic Andy's got a kendo stick, and I don't think the other two competitors have spotted him. Doesn't seem like the Shinigami has, as he gives him the Demon's Edge. And here we go. Oh, there we go. Here comes the kendo stick from Atomic Andy. Manages to get out of the way, and though he drops it now. And Andy's screaming at the crowd as Big Dan's giving him a bit of headache because he's got the Shinigami up and is letting the blood flow down to his head, whatever blood's left in the body. Now drops him down one-handed there, the pure power on display. Gets a clothesline in the back from Andy for his trouble. Andy, look at this, trying to pick him up, but Big Dan says, oh no you don't. Throws him over the hip toss and screams to the crowd. The Shinigami's now back on the ring. He's got a kendo stick of his own, rolls under the ring, and Big Dan tucks him between the legs, and up he goes, spins him round. Down he comes, goes for the cover. And the Shinigami's there to break it up easily as Atomic Andy Lockie was down. Oh, and I thought the Shinigami was going to go for a choke slam there, but Big Dan able to get the elbow up in time. Now clotheslines the Shinigami down to the ground, and what's he doing here? Look at the power here, lifts the Shinigami above his head. The huge power on display from Big Dan, twirls him around like he's nothing, and drops him square on his face in the middle of the ring. He was lucky he avoided the sledgehammer that was lurking around behind him. Andy now goes for the cover, but the Shinigami's back up to break it up swiftly. These three men giving each other a good old battering in the ring. They're not letting any ground go in the KEW power rankings. They'll be saying to each other, with the announcement of the hardcore belt, I don't really want to be involved in a bronze bit of turd silverware that's for the lesser wrestlers in the KEW. I want to be involved in the Big Boy Championships, thank you very much. And there Atomic Andy now whipping it. Whipping the Shinigami around, catches him and gives him a big choke slam down onto the ground. And now Atomic Andy's been picked up and given a backdrop there by Big Dan. He's swiftly back to his feet though. He took it on the chin there. Big sit down splash there from the Shinigami. And he gets a sledgehammer in the guts from Atomic Andy, who goes for the cover. Big Dan misses his initial drop kick to break it up, but the Shinigami gets an arm up, and now Big Dan takes issue with Atomic Andy and gets a kendo stick, and this might be about to visit the Shinigami on the back there, but he takes it like a champ. That time it snaps over him. Now Big Dan goes for the cover. Just a one count there though. Atomic Andy knew that wasn't going to be enough to defeat the Shinigami. Slides into the ring on his tummy, and now Big Dan's got him up. Looks like he's picked him up here. Comes, spun him round. Oh my goodness me, giving him some Turkish delight there. Down he goes onto the mat, and now Atomic Andy after him. Look at this, he's got hold of him by the neck, Big Dan. And what's he going to do here? Massive punch to the guts, fells his man down onto the ground. The Shinigami looks like he doesn't know what day of the week it is. Can Atomic Andy take advantage of this? If he can get Big Dan up and give him an atomic driver, it might be the end of it. But no, the Shinigami's up with a big forearm smash there, straight into Atomic Andy's face. Now Big Dan stomping the arm with the Shinigami, and look at that, taking the time to pose. He knows he's one of the more attractive members of the KEW cast, showing off to the crowd and showing his power again as he lifts the Shinigami clean above his head and twirls him around for the KEW fans to see. Drops him down onto the floor, and Andy gets a big clothesline in, saying to him, put your arrogance to one side, son. Big drop kick from the big fella there. Dan now slow back to his feet as Andy gets hold of him via the neck. And another massive gut punch there. from Andy. You've got to think how much more damage can Big Dan take. Big chop to the head. The Shinigami looked like he was trying to break Andy up there. Gets a little drop kick in to get Andy off for the pin. And now gets hold of him. Oh, gives him a Demon's Edge. Goes for the cover, but Big Dan's up. Can't even get a one thanks to Big Dan. The Shinigami will feel aggrieved at that. And Big Dan now picks up the Shinigami on the back. Oh, my goodness me. Look at the power on display there as he tosses him over his head there. And Atomic Andy now boots him to the ground. The Shinigami now goes straight back to Atomic Andy, clotheslines him down, and now Big Dan gets a little knock in on the Shinigami, scoops him up onto the shoulder. The Shinigami up over the back though and gives him the shot to the back of the knee. Rolls him over now, goes for the cover. Andy on the outside, one. Just a one count, no. Big Dan's got a little bit left in the tank yet. The Shinigami gets him up off the ground, and now the Shinigami's got hold of him here, lifts him high-ish off the ground and slams him down. The demonic choke slam there, goes for the cover. Andy breaks it up though as he's now back up and in the ring. I think Big Dan can feel a little bit pleased there and relieved that Atomic Andy was up fast enough to break that one up, otherwise it could have been good night for him. And Shinigami now stomping on the hand of Atomic Andy. Big Dan up, but he looked a little woozy and a little bit worn out, and the Shinigami leaps on top of him and pummels the life out of him. I don't know if Big Dan's picked off more than he can chew here, or bitten off more than he can chew. Oh, big sledgehammer shot from the Shinigami to Atomic Andy's guts, and again into the back. And a third time. We've seen the Shinigami get stuck in a groove with that sledgehammer before as Atomic Andy gives him the clothesline. Big Dan on the outside showing the muscles off again, and Atomic Andy now rolls up the Shinigami and slams him down onto the mat there. Big Dan's got the steel stairs. Andy's gone for the cover, puts the stairs down. 1, 2. Just a 2 count there though. Big Dan slow back into the ring really. Now gets hold of Atomic Andy and whips him into the ropes. Andy goes over him. Oh, big elbow from Big Dan there. Gets hold of Andy now, stomping on the arm on the mat. The Shinigami's back up to punch his lights out, and down goes Big Dan. And Andy's on the outside of the ring here. Sledgehammer blow from the Shinigami, and you've got to think if the Shinigami can now take advantage of Big Andy being down on the outside and demolish Big Dan in the ring, which he's doing with that kendo stick. Oh, Big Dan's up though. That could have been the opportunity to win it, and Big Dan gets him up and down, and then a DDT for his troubles. The Shinigami rolling out of the ring now. We've seen Atomic Andy with a bat, perhaps goes after him on the outside, but Andy gives him a bat to the face and says, how about some of this for your troubles? Bat to the back and in the back of the head now. Andy taking it to the Shinigami on the outside. The Shinigami quickly up to his feet though. The man, he feels no pain, giving Andy a few elbows there as he battles out of the hold up that he had. And a Demon's Edge on the outside. Down he goes, and look at that, he's looking over his victim. Dan comes out to try and join in the party, and the Shinigami says, wait your turn, I'll praise my Dark Lord out here. Andy though down on the outside. The Shinigami slides back in. Andy doesn't like, he knows what day of the week it is. He's slow to get up. The Shinigami's got the sledgehammer, but gets clotheslined down to earth by Big Dan. He's now got him up and whips him into the corner. Andy's back up and into the ring. Big splash there in the corner from Big Dan as he throws the Shinigami to one side. And then, looks like he went to go after Atomic Andy there, but completely missed. And Andy now quickly back out to the outside, leaving the Shinigami in the ring. He's not going to get the steel steps, is he? He is. He's going for the steel steps that Big Dan pulled off earlier. Throws them to one side, though. Decides he doesn't want them, and they were just in his way. Maybe he's going to go for that metal bat out there on the outside. Oh, Andy with a big stomp there, then he missed. And now Big Dan looked like he was trying to run away. Throws Andy back in the ring. That's not a wise move, with the Shinigami lurking on the outside as well. And the Shinigami goes back to work after Big Dan wrenching the ankle here. He may be trying to snap his ankle and end his career before he's even started. Look at that. The damage he's doing to him on the outside as he praises the Dark Lord. His one true Lord on the outside, gets hold of him and gives him the vicious neck snap on the outside, and then leaves him there to roll around in pain and worshipping his Dark Lord again, mocking Atomic Andy, who gets to him on the outside whilst he's still on his knees, but has enough to battle out of it and give him a punch to the guts. Gets hold of Andy now. Big Dan's back in the ring, and so's the Shinigami. Big Dan's got a kendo stick. He's not seen Atomic Andy. I think he thought that the Shinigami just crawled in himself and he's broken the kendo stick on his face, but Atomic Andy's going to be there. Look at this, he's got the feet on the ropes, but but Atomic Andy there well early enough to break that one up, and now he's trying to drag the Shinigami into the ring. No regard for Big Dan, who's behind him. Gets hold of him now, Big Dan. Lifts him up from the back, puts him on the shoulder. No, drops him down on the back. A vicious backbreaker there, and boots the Shinigami in the face over the corpse of Atomic Andy, and now gets hold of the Demon. Now he's giving him the ankle lock here, trying to maybe snap the Demon's ankle in a similar way that this Demon was doing to Big Dan on the outside. The Demon down in the middle of the ring, and Atomic Andy slowly crawling back into the ring now, going to work that ankle again as Big Dan trying to put in as much damage as he can. You'd have to say though, I fancy Atomic Andy here. Here we go. This is what I fancied if he could get him up and give him the Atomic Drive. Whilst Big Dan was too busy dealing with the Shinigami. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. There it is. The Shinigami a little bit dazed and confused on the outside. He was up but didn't look like he knew what day of the week it was. And Atomic Andy takes advantage and steals the victory in the ring. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen, a battle between three epic Goliaths in the KEW, and Atomic Andy proving he might not be the biggest man in the KEW anymore, but he is still the best of the big men. I think it'll be an eye-opener for Big Dan as well, showing to him that size isn't everything, is what you do with it. We have up next here, we've got Dude Jeans taking on Cold Ears Craig. Cold Ears Craig, of course, one of the new members of the KEW, brought in recently. And Dude Jeans, of course, lost his one-on-one match last week against Benji. Whilst Miss Tash watched on from the outside and reported back to the Teachers Union, she was less than impressed with his display. He, of course, helped them win the KEW Tag Team titles, the Big Bird Championship, but since then, it's fallen off of favour. And since losing the titles, it's really in the Spyclops being removed from the Teachers Union. You have to wonder, has Miss Tash fallen in with the Ploughman and seen his dark powers as the way forward? And there we go, Dude Jeans making his way into the ring. Still 1/3 of the Teachers Union, but of course it's looking a little frosty for him after last week. Still, he'll see this as a way to work his way back in against the man with the mysterious Yeti powers. You can see the ring fills with the dry ice. Dude Jeans looking motivated, but his opponent's going to try and freeze him out before he's got into the ring, and here he comes. He has the Yeti skin, the Yeti fur, the polar bear's helmet. He is the man in the mysterious northern powers. The crowd happy to see him here. They're happy to see what a Yeti can do in the KEW. Someone in the crowd there absolutely screaming their voice off. They want to see what a man with Yeti and ears cold enough to cook eggs on can really do in the KEW. There's frost on the outside filling the arena. The fans in the t-shirts, they'll be wishing they brought the jacket. And they see Cold Ears Craig entering the arena. And there he is with his Yeti powers. We saw him, of course, in action last week, but didn't get to see much of him. This week, of course, gets his berth in the one-on-one rankings, taking on the stalwart in Dude Jeans, of course, former science teacher. And immediately gives him a German suplex there, and he's showing here what a man with Yeti powers can really do. Spins him round, spinning neckbreaker, and Cold Ears immediately first out of the gates here. Little chop there to Dude Jeans as he's slow back to his feet, gets hold of him, spins him in that neckbreaker again. There you go, looking over at the crowd, showing off his Yeti furs on his legs and arms, and then drops the knee straight into Dude Jeans' head. And he's already sustained significant damage. And look at this, he's saying to Dude Jeans, get up if you dare. Locks up with the two. And now, hip tossed him by the head across the ring. Little shot to the back there. Gets hold of him and lifts him over the head and drives him into the mat. And Dude Jeans slow back to his feet on the edge of the ring here. Gets an elbow up to maybe get a bit of momentum. It looks like Jeans is already being cut open. Maybe it's those flowers on his head. They've left some thorns in this week, and it's cut him already. Now he's able to get a bit of momentum back into the match. A big boot to the face there, and now up onto the top turnbuckle he goes, and diving off, massive crossbody, hooks the leg. 1. Just a 1 count, no, ladies and gentlemen. Gets hold of Cold Ears by the arm now and drags him and tosses him across the ring, showing the athleticism, but Cold Ears straight back up, showing what a man with Yeti powers has in the tank. Picks up Jeans on the shoulder and drops him face first into the turnbuckle, and now delivers the knee again to the face there. He's really targeting the head, and again going after it mercilessly, really. And a third time, here we go. Goodness gracious me, really is delivering those knee blows to the head. Went for the big leg drop, but Jeans rolls out of the way and nobody's home. And the Yeti man slow back to his feet, and Jeans misses the clothesline there, and the Yeti's able to get the diving strike into his back. Jeans quickly up though, a little chop there, now dragging him by the head down onto the ground, getting hold of him by those big blue ears. The big kick in the back, saying to him, it's not how science works that your ears are cold enough to... nasty leg drop there as he was trying to get up. It looked mistimed from Jeans, and pins him here. 1, 2. I think he's saying to him, that's not how science works. Your ears don't get cold to cook eggs, you stupid moron. As Cold Ears Craig says to him, that is how it works. My ears are so cold, I can cook eggs on them. And Jeans, furious with the scientific nonsense coming from the Yeti, kicks him in the guts, gets hold of him, gives him a scientific twist, and now he's down on the ground, and Jeans up to the top turnbuckle, and here looking out. He seems to just be poised, waiting for his man to get back to his feet. I wondered if he was going to go for some type of moonsault. He does love him, dives off, massive crossbody from the top rope, and now is he going to go back to the opposite corner? He's working his way around the ring here, Jeans. Now he spins himself around and goes for the moonsault. There it is, hooks the leg. 1, 2. But Cold Ears gets an arm up. Goodness gracious me, I thought Jeans had it there, ladies and gentlemen. Rams the arm into the floor, and again stomps on the face of Cold Ears. Of course, Cold Ears will be looking at this as an opportunity to work his way up the power rankings and potentially put himself in the frame for the Hardcore Championship. But if he can't get past Jeans first out the gate, people will be questioning if that's a title even beyond him. And look at this, Jeans taking the chance to work the crowd as Cold Ears is down and doesn't look particularly up to much. Now gets up and gives Jeans a little kick to the stomach for his troubles. Jeans gets hold of him, but Cold Ears able to elbow his way out of it. And Jeans slow to get back into the momentum of the match now as Cold Ears whips him onto the shoulder, drops him face first into the corner, now goes for the cover. 1. Just a 1 count there though. The old science teacher has plenty left in the tank as Cold Ears screams his Yeti powers to the crowd. Another swinging net breaker there, and Jeans now got to be feeling the effects of all these neck breakers and knee shots to the face. You can see he looks a bit worn out there. Cold Ears gets hold of his man, drags him onto the top rope here, and clotheslines him down onto the ground, goes for the cover. 1. Just a 1 count again though. Jeans with still lots left to give in this match. He says, I'm not going to give up so easily. Cold Ears though scoops him up here and gives him a Yeti drive straight into the mat. And now I thought he might just go for the cover, but perhaps he wants to get him a little bit away from the ropes. Goes for the cover now. 1, 2. I thought that was going to be it, just a 2, but Jeans somehow able to get the arm up, and you can see the man with the Yeti powers not happy at all. Gets hold of Jeans. Looks like he's going to give him a suplex here. Up he goes, down he comes. Delayed suplex in the air, giving the blood time to pool into the wound that's already open on Jeans' head, and a big double drop kick there with the Yeti feet straight into his face, and Jeans rolls out of the ring, and Craig goes after him, but to no avail as Jeans is back up and in. Drop kicks Cold Ears straight back down, and Cold Ears slow to his feet as Jeans gives him a shot to the back and scoops him up off the mat. A few vicious chops here And a big clothesline as well. Up he comes again, and another big clothesline. Spins around. Oh, catches the kick. No, spin and drags the leg down. You can see Dujean's feeling motivated now. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, no. I think he thought he'd done enough to wear down his opponent, but not quite. I think it's going to take a little bit more from Dujeans to get this one done, as Cold Ears is slow back into the corner. Now Dujeans gets hold of him and wrenches the arm over the rope, really trying to work it there. Gets hold of him again now, and he's going to go straight back after that big Yeti arm, wrenching it across the ropes. And Cold Ears very slow in the corner. Gets an elbow up though to maybe break up the attack, and oh, a massive clothesline almost shatters his former science teacher in half. And now, oh, a big Yeti buster straight onto the crotch of Dujeans, and now he's telling him stay down, but Dujean says, oh no, I don't, I'm getting straight back up. And look at that, catches him, gives him the kick, and gives him another scientific twist, and he's down. He's going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh no, I thought that was it. I was ready to say 3, but he got the arm up, and Cold Ears Craig giving it everything he's got here, and Dujean's not happy with the outcome. You can see he's gone out, and he looked like he was going to take it on out on the announcers for a minute. Hops up to the top rope now as Cold Ears is slow back to his feet, and oh, gets another big crossbody there from Dujeans, and now Dujeans might be looking to give him another scientific twister and put it away. Gives him the kick in the guts, gets hold of him, and oh, spike DDT, smashing his Yeti ears off the canvas. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Dujeans with a victory, and here comes his former teammate. Oh, there we go. Miss Tash, I said she wasn't particularly happy with him from last week, and here she comes straight in the ring. And what's up with Miss Tash's eyes? Look at the darkness of them. Goodness gracious me. She's in, and she's immediately assaulted Dujeans. He won the match, but it clearly wasn't enough for him. And goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening to the Teachers Union and Miss Tash? The eyes, the darkness, what on earth is going on? Well, time will tell. We'll have to wait and find out there. We have up next another one of our new KEW wrestlers who we didn't get to see much of last time around. We've got the Mystery taking on the BFG. The BFG accompanied by James Catt as well. After their tag victory in the last week. And here they come, making their way to the ring. They've got to feel good about the partnership. It didn't start particularly on a high as they struggled to get past the Teachers Union with the Ploughman in. But since then, they managed to get a win over the new boys in the KEW. And they'll be feeling their experience has got to pay here. The Tubby Moggies make their way to the ring, but it is of course the BFG who we'll be seeing. And he's throwing the empty boxes of cereal into the crowd yet again. Likes turning up with them. Not so sure he should be promoting another brand, but there we go. Launches it into the crowd, slides in on his belly, and my goodness me, the sexual prowess of the man as he rolls about on the floor of the ring, and now gets up to shimmy the hips for the women in the crowd. They're going nuts for it. They love it. Or maybe it's the free pancakes. Maybe that was the only way James Catt could get the crowd to really enjoy the displays, if he threw the pancakes in, because he knew the giant rating from the BFG just wasn't going to get it done. They're skipping around the ring, and there we go, a little gyration. The woman in the front row with the big hand there, she loves it. She couldn't get enough. My goodness me, I said he was a sexual magnet, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, first-hand evidence. And here he comes, the man, the myth, the legend, the mystery.
And his opponent from London, England.
There he is. Who is he? Who's behind the mask? Who knows? Here's of course the mystery, making his way to the ring. Not the first wrestler in the KEW to claim they're a superhero, but perhaps the one who looks most like it. A slightly more slender edition. Little hand wave to the members of the crowd there. Climbs in under the bottom rope, nice and respectful of the ring. Looking out across his adoring fans. And again, having a look around at the KEW fans, knowing that he might be home. And if he can get a win here, yeah, big victory for him. other members of the new KEW parties. The new KEW wrestlers have struggled to get going in the KEW. You can see the question marks all over his outfit there. So let's see if the Mystery can get off to a better start here. The BFG immediately gets hold of him, but the Mystery with a quick elbow to his face and then bounces off him here. You can see how tall the Mystery is. It's hard to really grasp there as he bounces off the referee, the Mystery. And the referee getting a little too close to the action. The BFG now gets hold of him and tosses down the Mystery, showing off the power of the BFG, but gets a boot to the face for his troubles. Those curious elf-looking boots from the Mystery that he has on with the bells on. Now gets hold of the BFG's got hold of him, trying to squeeze the life out of him. And the Mystery of a few swift hits to battle back out of it. Gets hold and snap DDT there, down onto the ground. Another few furious chops and another snap DDT. The BFG down already and taking a little breather on the outside, the big fella. Now look at this, James Catt up on the edge of the apron, looking like he was wanting to get involved immediately in the match, maybe trying to make some sort of distraction to pull the attention of the referee, or pull the attention of the Mystery to change the momentum in his man's favour. The Mystery now under and over he goes. No, a little leg drag there as the BFG is down and gets rolled over. The Mystery going for the cover. One. Just a one count, as we said. Other members of the Misfits have struggled so far in the KEW. The Torpedo, of course, losing last week to Mark the Magnificent, and then attacking him after the match. And Big Dan winning his inaugural match and then losing his second to both Atomic Andy and the Shinigami. The Atomic Andy taking it. Now the Mystery, big axe handle there. They, of course, lost their tag team battle. Cold Ears Craig and the Mystery did last week, and Cold Ears, of course, couldn't get one over on Dude Jeans, as we've just saw, as he was assaulted by Miss Tash with those mysterious and yet threatening dark eyes. And there, the Mystery absolutely destroyed by the BFG in the corner. Looks like the BFG's powering something up here, and here he comes. Here goes the walrus-like roll and a big elbow. My goodness me, moving like a giant worm across the ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, just a 2 count though. The Mystery getting an elbow up, and that's not an easy thing when you're a tiny twiglet like him. And the BFG's got plenty left in the tank, and a big clothesline there as he sends the Mystery skittering to the outside. You can see a sledgehammer out there, which I think James the Cat must have got, and James the Cat gets hold of him now and whips him into the steel stairs. Come on, referee, this can't be on, surely. James Cat picks his man up for the BFG to continue his assault here, and already James Cat proving pivotal on the outside as the BFG lifts him up. And look at the power on display from the BFG. We're on a 4 count. He's doing squats on the outside with the Mystery. Now drops him down onto a 6, and back in the ring we go, and the Mystery whips him in the corner here, and the referee gets in the way. The BFG jumps out of the way, and the Mystery's taking him out, and James Catt's whipped a chair into the ring. Goodness me, ladies and gentlemen. And the Mystery saw it in time though, manages to break the chair up, and the BFG might be in a spot of bother now, and the referee's down though. And that steel chair might come into play. The Mystery, toe drags him straight down into it, and James Catt up, and he's taking the top turnbuckle off that corner there. The Mystery now with a leg drag, and again over the back. The referee's still down on the floor, taking the time to wave to the crowd now is the Mystery. Referee slowly back to his feet. The Mystery's got him up though, spins him round. Gives him a Mystery driver. Onto the mat he goes. The mysterious man goes for the cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count though. The BFG gets an arm up, and the chair's out of the ring with the referee. The referee, I don't know if he's spotted the turnbuckle that's missing. He has now. He's going to fix that. The Mystery continuing his assault. Gets hold of the BFG from behind here again. And look at this. He's dragged him down, and he's got him in some sort of headlock here. But the BFG able to power out of it. Elbows his way out. I thought the BFG was in trouble there. As he splashes the Mystery down to the ground, and he rolls out of the ring next to James Catt. The BFG taking the time to scream to the crowd. Hasn't seen the Mystery get back in the ring. Poor ring management from the BFG. Whipped into the ropes now. The Mystery ducks under, and then toe drags him down to the floor, and the BFG in trouble again. Mystery picks him up slowly back to his feet, and now whips him into the corner. And now gets hold of him and springboards him out of the corner there. I thought James Catt was going to get involved. You can see he's a little disappointed that his big fella couldn't get things going, even though he gave him the steel chair and the referee was taken out. Oh, rolls him up in a small package. The BFG, they won. Oh, the BFG there using a bit of agility. Oh, splashes the Mystery down to the ground, and the Mystery slow into the corner here, and this could be trouble. Look at this, the BFG looking round, slapping his butt. No, BFG, no, oh my goodness me, he's giving him the stink face. Oh my God, how can the Mystery survive after that? Look at that, he's rolling around. Oh my goodness me. 1, 2, just a 2 count though. He manages to avoid being sick, but the BFG gets hold of him and slams him into the ground. If he can do any more abdominal damage, surely this is going to be it for the Mystery. Axe handle smash. And the Mystery, after getting the stink face right in there, the cheek slammed right into his face. And we know, for matter of fact, that the BFG had an extra spicy curry last night. And goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen, it's done wonders to his insides. Let me tell you, those bathrooms in the KEW back room, oh my goodness me, that have been well and truly destroyed. So God knows what's going on in the Mystery's mask right now. The Mystery, though, focusing on the task at hand as he gets a few shoulder charges in. And now the BFG down in the corner gets a boot up though. I think we might need to burn or wash that corner turnbuckle, that lower one, significantly. And now the BFG, look at this, screaming to the crowd in the corner. The Mystery's down. The BFG goes to get him, but the Mystery gives him a big boot to the face there. Those elf boots. Now look at this, the Mystery is taking off the top turnbuckle there, launches it to one side. The BFG thought he could get up. The Mystery kicks his face off, goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that was enough. Goodness gracious me, he must have almost concussed him with the big boot. And I don't know how the Mystery avoided being sick, to be honest, after getting the stink face in the corner. I'm not so sure I'd look so happy after that, but he is happy to get his first KEW victory. He is also the first inaugural athlete to be stink-faced in the KEW. Not something that you particularly want, but the Mystery happy enough with the victory. Goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, what an epic battle there between two of the KEW's more challenged wrestlers. And here we go then. The main event for the evening. We've got the Tange and the Firefighter, the KEW title on the line. Last week we saw, of course, that Tange came in to the ring after the Firefighter's victory, stared down the champ and said, "I want my shot." The CEO said, "You're welcome to have a shot, but I'm the ref. I'm the one who's going to be inaugurating this one." Here he comes then. Our referee. Big Giles Bird, the CEO of the KEW, the man we have to thank for the entertainment we have on display today. Making his way down to the ring with the American flag, the symbol of freedom, the symbol that anyone can do anything in the KEW. Waves the flag proudly around with his chicken head still on. And his refereeing outfit, thumbs up to the KEW crowd. He knows he's ready to go. He's ready to officiate and referee this one. You can see him there with the chicken head off in the corner. And here he comes, the man who's been knocking on the door of the KEW Championship for months. Yet to be given his real shot to get back to the KEW title. Now given the opportunity with the guise of the Big Bird as the referee. Of course, Tanger's had question marks about whether the CEO was giving him a fair and just showing in the KEW originally. Took him months to get the title shot when he was the number one athlete, and he's been at the top of the power rankings for a few months now and still hadn't got his shot. He'll be saying it's unjust, it's unfair, but here he's given the chance, he's given the opportunity. Tanger's the Great to seize victory and to seize back the KEW title, something that's never been done so far in the KEW. Plenty of other athletes have had the opportunity to try and pinch the title back. No one has managed to succeed. Nobody has had the one-on-one opportunity to do so though. And here he comes, the man who will be reluctant to give it up. Everybody's hero, the champion of the KEW. Here he is himself, the firefighter. Snaps a salute off to the crowd, wearing the gold around his waist. The KEW World Championship. And there it is, as he lofts it high above his head for the crowd to see. Storming his way into the ring. Of course, the CEO will be happy and glad to have a title match in the same week that he's announced that there'll be a new Hardcore Championship on offer for the other athletes in the KEW. This, of course, a real opportunity. As he snaps a salute off there to the crowd and maybe also the CEO. He says, thank you for the extra bit of silverware that'll be on offer, but all I need is this one right here, my KEW title. It's not leaving my waist. Natanj can step to me as many times as he wants. It's my title, I'm not giving it up. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the KEW title on the line here tonight.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, weighing in at 255 pounds.
255 pounds of pure tangerine muscle, the Tanj in one corner.
And his opponent from London, England,
And there he is.
weighing in at 219 pounds.
219 pounds. Everybody's hero, the firefighter, our KEW champion. Can Tanj steal the belt back off him? Can the firefighter successfully defend his title yet again? There we go, Big Bird with the title shows it off to Tanj. Tanj says, I think I'm ready to take it back. Big Bird lifts it above his head for the crowd to see. Tanj looking motivated and furious, as is the firefighter. He won't give up on the belt easily. Who's going to start the fastest though? They go both out of the blocks, both men slowly across the ring to each other. The firefighter gets hold of Tanj though and slams him down, goes for a cover immediately. One, just a one count there. It looked like Big Bird was a little slow in counting there, you'd have to say. Big boot to the face from the firefighter, and now goes after the Tanj to the back as well. Boots him in the face, does the firefighter, and the Tanj slowly and not really getting into the match so far. The ankle lock locked in from the firefighter. The Tanj here, you can see the pain he's in there. He might be doing significant damage to the Tanj. Tanj rolls out of the ring for a breather, but the firefighter straight after him. A few furious hits on the outside. Fells Tanj down to the ground, but Tanj quickly up and catches the firefighter by surprise. I think rams his head into the outside there, and the referee's only at a 1-2 count now from Big Bird. Oh, and the firefighter slams Tanj over the hip toss on the outside. Very slow counting here, 3 already. The referee taking an absolute age. Tanj is now up into the ring, up to a 4, and immediately as soon as Tanj is in here, look at the speed of the counting, up to a 5. It looks like the firefighter is a bit dazed there, up to a 6. Well, goodness gracious me, you'd have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, big splash there from the firefighter straight onto Tanj. Goes for the cover. 1. Just a 1 count there again, you might say. Big Bird was a little slow down to get to the firefighter's aid. And you could say he counted a lot faster when the firefighter was out of the ring. The firefighter off the ropes now, stunner onto Tanj, and Tanj is down, a little second rope stunner. Tanj yet to really get a hit in on the firefighter. He's only really bounced his head off the outside of the ring once, and the Tanj is in all kinds of problems here. The firefighter showing off to the crowd, screaming and thumping his chest. Tanj up behind him though, caught him by surprise perhaps now, lifts him up and slams his shin out onto the knee. And the firefighter now down on the floor. The Tanj gets a little kick in, goes for the cover himself. Big Bird straight down. 1, 2. Well, you've got to say, ladies and gentlemen, we don't like to say the CEO is biased, but goodness me, he's counting a lot faster there for Tanj than he has done so far for the firefighter, as Tanj lifts up the firefighter and slams him down. And if this is the way that it's going to go, then the firefighter's got to feel a little bit aggrieved that Big Bird's decided to put himself into this match. It seems like he has a personal vendetta against the firefighter. And look at this, the Tanj rolled out of the ring, and then the firefighter, the CEO probably said, get back in. And Tanj does, he obliges, and the firefighter able to recover while Tanj was busy messing around. Now the firefighter scoops him up and drops him face first into the corner. But a little stomp in the corner there, ramming the boot into the chest of Tanj. You can see the damage that must inflict with those big steel cap boots, rope break there. It didn't even look like Tanj was near the ropes. Oh my goodness me, the referee here, very questionable. And the firefighter now pointing to the fans on the outside. It says, "This was for you, little Johnny." Dives off the apron. Oh my goodness me, off the top rope, crossbody there. And look at this, the slow counting here from Big Bird, only up to a 2. And it only just reached 2. My goodness me, whilst Tanj is on the outside, the counting significantly slower. 3 count now. Tanj back to his feet, trying to get back into the ring, and knees the firefighter in the guts. Gets hold of him now, onto a 4 count, swinging neck breaker there. We're barely even up to a 5, and they've at least been out there for almost 10 seconds. Up to a 6 count now, and Tanj gets hold of him, slams him down on the outside, and surely now Tanj has got to look to make his way into the ring, into a 7 count. We might be in for a count out here. DDT on the outside, up to an 8, and Tanj now realises the count and rushes back to the ring. The firefighter slow back to his feet, slides in, almost at a 9. I guess the CEO couldn't count quite fast enough. The firefighter slams him down again. A little slow here from Big Bird, just a 2 count there. A bit faster with the slamming the hand down on the mat, but he was slow to get over to the firefighter in the first place for the pin. The firefighter now drags Tanj away from the ropes, kicks him in the back there, rolls him over and screams to the crowd. And we've seen this one before. Says to Tanj, "You know what time it is? Time to get your alarm checked. Shuffle here. Here comes your installation." Bang! Right in the attic. Fire alarm installed in his head. Goes for the cover. Again, look at the age. 1, 2. Just a 2 count though, giving Tanj plenty of time to recover there. Goodness me, you can see how frustrated the firefighter is. He almost turned his attentions to Big Bird then to try and take some frustration out. Tanj is up though, and look at this, the 2 men now battering each other here. Chops left, right and centre from both opponents. Chopping away at each other. Neither man willing to concede. Tanj chopping, and the firefighter with the swift hits as well. Tanj now with a big hit there. The firefighter with an equally big hit. Tanj chops his man, now gets the block in, hits the firefighter again, and a big chop, but the firefighter battles back with another swift right hook. This has just turned into a punching fest now, and now the Tanj, look at this, both men beating the life out of each other. There's no love lost between these 2 competitors as they break away from each other there, and it looks like the firefighter's a little bit dazed and confused, and the Tanj scoops him up, but the firefighter slips over and hits him in the back of the knee. Tanj up quickly though, but only to get a few more furious hits from the firefighter, and now gets a kick to the guts. Oh, and a big clothesline down onto the mat, and Tanj is down on the outside again, and the firefighter's back up to the top corner, dives off. Oh, massive body splash from the top there, and look at this, the referee's not even got to a 1 count. He's taken an age to get there. Up to a 1 now. Big drop of the fist there from the firefighter onto Tanj, up to a 2 count. Oh, and Tanj with a swift little punch to the guts there. I thought it might have been a low blow. Up to a 3, and the Tanj climbs back into the ring. The firefighter's down, and watch how fast he counts now. 4 already. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see, shall him get back in the ring at least. He was up and to his feet. Maybe he had to make it look like he was at least trying. Oh, but up goes Tanj. He's got him on the shoulders. Down he comes, fireman's carry, and then gets hold of him here. Oh, rolls him up. He's not going for it again, is he? Goodness gracious me, up goes Tanj. Down he comes, and a second fireman's carry. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, there it is. Successfully defends the title, but he's got to have questions about Big Bird's officiating in that match, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious me, perhaps Big Bird, look at this. Oh, he throws the title at him. He's not happy, the CEO. Goodness gracious me, what on earth's going on there? We're going to have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. The CEO not happy with our champion. Perhaps he didn't want him to have it. Perhaps he's put his money in the Tanj dice bank there. But goodness gracious, we've got a firefighter defending his belt, and only time will tell if he can hold on to it with the CEO, seeing as he has a personal vendetta against the firefighter. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of questions to be answered in the upcoming weeks in KEW. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.